Alright guys, welcome back to the repair bench. Sean here from Classic Arcade Repairs. And today I just got this guy out of the box and unwrapped it and everything. It's a missile command board. And it has 4164 RAM in it. You can tell because it's converted over. You got 5 volts going to both these pins, and then -5, the -5 line is just cut off. So those are 4164s. That's nice, socketed. And it's hard to tell. I'm going to have to scrub that and clean it up. And that is a little tip. You should always clean your work. You should always clean that flux off so that you can really look at it and make sure it's looking good. So we'll do that. We'll clean that up. But I wanted to point this out. This is the first thing I noticed when I looked at this board. I know the Missile Command ROM numbers. And I know that these ROMs are in backwards. This one goes here and this one goes here. So this is like starting over here. It goes this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. They are like flipped. You know what I mean? This is the only one that is no, none of them are right because it's not an odd number. Yeah. So this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one here, and then this one goes here. So yeah, it goes 120, 820. It goes 820, 821, 822, 823, 824, 825. And you can see these numbers. Here's 820, 821, 822, 823, 824, and 825. They are absolutely backwards. So this will be interesting. We'll go ahead and put these in the right spot, and it might just work. So let's do that. Alright, well, I did put the ROMs in the right spot and turned it on, and nothing. It's in test right now. No, it's not. Let's put it in test. Nada. Nada. Doing nothing. It keeps like rolling when I mess with this. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me reset that. I'll be right back. Well, I put a new 6502 in it, and when I put it into test, it does something now. And I think it's telling me this is bad. It's a RAM, I think. Okay. So it's telling me this guy's no good. So I don't know if I believe it or not. I really don't know. So I'll go ahead and put another RAM in here and see what happens. Okay, I went ahead and put a known good 4116 RAM in here. No change. I swapped I swapped these two RAMs from these two spots and put it in test. It does the same thing. No, it ain't doing nothing. Let's try turning it off and turning it back on. Nothing. Nothing. This CPU is the original CPU and it was working. Now this thing isn't doing... There it is. These sockets need to be replaced. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. These sockets need to be replaced. And then these sockets need to be beeped out thoroughly and cleaned up on the back side. And this socket needs to be replaced as well. So I got a little bit of work to get to. This is a probably a decoding problem, I would think. This is nice. It's got these nice capacitors in it. It looks factory too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Crystal's good and solid. Okay. Go ahead and give this board a good once over, a good look over. Yeah. Replace these sockets. Need to be replaced. So yeah. Okay. I'll be back. Alright, we have all of the sockets removed. The ROM sockets, CPU, and Pokey. Everything came out really nice and clean, nothing pulled, no pads pulled, none of that crap. So it's all good. I'll clean it up tomorrow and put new sockets in it. It is 10 o'clock, it's July 14th, and it's Tuesday, 10 p.m. and I am done for the night. So we'll see you back in the morning. We'll get this thing put back together. Okay, I'm beeping out, checking this. I've got all of my removed sockets. I've got all of that checked and it all looks great. It's ready for sockets. So I grabbed my continuity tester and I'm just going over these RAM sockets that were replaced, and I'll show you what's going on here. One of the address lines is good up until right here, and then it's no connection, but it's connected from here over. So the break is either this guy or this guy. So I'm going to remove this one first because I think it's this one. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one first. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one of the address lines is disconnected, so this is the one that looks like it's got the most damage around it. So I'm heating up the desoldering gun. I'm going to remove this socket right here. And if it's not this one, then it's this one. Everything else that's supposed to be connected is connected. It's just that one address line is messed up. So I'll go ahead and remove this guy and see what it looks like. Okay, so I had removed this guy and repaired it top side. It's, you know, needs to be cleaned up. I need to scrub it and get that flux off of there. Ended up just soldering wires, you know, to the existing traces and putting them down the hole, the through hole. Beeped it all out. It's all good. No shorts, no opens. So that's all good to go now. The RAM should be fine. So now I'm going to move on and put in my sockets. All right. We are repopulated. Everything is in the board. We got the pokey, all the ROMs, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All the RAMs are in. And let's fire it up. Nothing. Yellow screen. Let's try test. Nothing. Nada. Huh. You know what I'm going to do? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a different CPU in it. See if that makes a difference. So let me do that. Let me grab one of those, pop it in there, and see if we get anything different. All right, I put a new I put a new CPU in it, and it comes up in test. Bad ROM 2. So we have a bad ROM. This thing doesn't do much of anything. This CPU is no good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, these are 02, these are revision 2 ROMs. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my fluke info, and I'm going to put the fluke on this thing and do it that way this time. Find out which one of these is bad. So we'll go ahead and do that. The good news is the RAM passes now. So let me throw the fluke on this, find out which one of these guys is a bad culprit, and go from there. You know what I could do, since I'm going to have to burn one anyway? You know what? This is what I'm going to do. Since I have to burn one anyway, I'm just going to verify them in my programmer instead. So I'm pretty confident that the decoding's working to get to this point. Bad ROM 2. Let's see if it gives me the same thing. Reset. Yeah, same thing. So I'll just pull the ROMs and verify them in my programmer, find out what's going on. Alright, I have programmed a 821 ROM. That was the bad one. There was only one. So bad ROM 2 apparently is this guy. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I've got it put back together. I got the ROMs in it. And we have come up good. And trackball works. Take it out of test. And there you go. Missile command. So to finish this one off, we'll just have to, I'll set the camera on the tripod, and we will play a little bit, make sure all of the shoot bases work and whatnot, make sure the sound works, all that good stuff. And I'm sure it does, because it did when in test. And then I'll let it run for about 3-4 hours and make sure that nothing fails on it. So let's go ahead and set up the camera. Okay, ready to do a little play testing. Grab this thing so that I can coin. There's your coin. And press start right here. And our laser bases, our missile bases. Right, left, center, and trackball move. So it's all good. The buttons all work. Trackball works. Sound works. All right. Excellent. There you go. Missile command. Missile command. All right. So what was up with missile command? Well, all of the sockets were replaced. All of the ROM, CPU, Pokey replaced. I had to remove this socket right here. I had to remove that socket and repair underneath it. Bad ROM. Yeah, so this was going back and fixing someone else's repair. And I cleaned the backside. I cleaned the flux off, and I had to scrub it and alcohol rinse this thing twice. That flux was so strong on the back of here. But we got it. It's clean. All right. That's going to do it for this one. Missile command. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next Classic Arcade Repair. See you next time.